Hey Dan, as you can see, this is the natatorium at the University of Minnesota, an absolutely awesome facility. Two pools, three actually if you include the diving well, and there's that strip. Actually, this is funny, walking down onto the actual pool deck.
Great, no lifeguard on duty.
Great, no lifeguard on duty. I love it. No swimming allowed. I don't know what we were doing, but it wasn't swimming. Anyway, they've got, as I said, you can see two pools with there's a that's actually a bulkhead in between the two. I love that giant ceiling fan. So now here we are going, this is about an hour before the meet started, and people are starting to warm up. And they've got Queen blaring, and people are warming up, and I gotta tell you, it was so exciting just being there. I was just walking around with the camera thinking, man, this is so cool to be a part of all this and to have all of these. It's like I suddenly found my people, you know what I mean? And I loved being around it. I loved being around all the swimmers. Especially University of Minnesota, it's awesome. Now you see that guy walking right there in the middle? That's a bulkhead. This is actually a 50-meter pool, so I'm actually looking down the 50-meter length. So all the way at the other end is the 50-meter. And what they do is they put the bulkhead up in between the two pools. That bulkhead's actually movable. That way they can, I don't know what that donkey's ass is about, but anyway. So what they do is they can move that bulkhead. So this is all these people just warming up. And it's just people swimming. I love it. So anyway, the bulkhead moves so that they can end up with one 50-meter pool, or they can move the bulkhead into the middle and end up with two 25-meter pools. So here's people just practicing starts. I eventually got up there and practiced as well, but at this point I didn't really see anybody that I knew. I saw no one that I knew. I didn't think I would. So I sort of resigned myself to just sort of shooting a bunch of video and hoping that my fan would show up and I could actually record me swimming. Oh, belly flop. I love that. That's my favorite. So here I am at the start of the 200. That's me in the purple cap with the gut hanging down. And this is my first, now keep in mind this is my first race ever. Now at this point, I got to tell you, I actually had hooked up with another team, the team from Rochester, and their coach is named Tom, and he swam for St. Mary's, graduated back in 2010, and I saw him, recognized him, and so it's actually one of the Rochester members recording this. So again, this is my first meet ever, and I don't know what's going on at the start of it, but they keep having to undo it. This is really unusual. So here we go. I tell you, Don, there's nothing better than that feeling right there, coming up. And now here's the interesting thing: is watch when I come back down the other way. Watch how slowly my arms are turning over. So the rate at which my arms are, my stroke is turning over, relative to some of the other people. Especially that guy in the 1, 2, 3rd lane. His arms are moving a lot faster, but he's not going anywhere, which is interesting. But this is one thing that Tom was yelling at me. Tom's actually in the pool deck right here next to the camera yelling at me to go faster. What he's trying to do is telling me to kick, and he's telling me to turn my stroke over, which I really didn't know what he meant at that point. But now this is the 75-yard mark, and this is a 200, obviously 25-yard length. But it's funny because I felt like I was just killing myself swimming, but I'm not actually going very fast. So this is my second 100. My split time for the first was 29, which was good, or 28. And my second one was 31. This is my third 50, and I think this ends up being 32, and then my fourth 50 was 34. But watch my flip turn here and watch me kick. See how I came up just dead in the water? What happened is when I flipped and I kicked, I flipped too far away from the wall, and all I caught were just my toenails on the wall. And I'm dying here. I had no idea what to expect on the 200. I think I'm flying. I'm actually just dead in the water, even though I'm leading the heat. But I just don't feel like I'm going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, and on this kick too, this is the last 50. I flip, I'm too far from the wall, and I'm barely coming up. I just feel like I'm not even moving. I mean, I win the heat going away, but that doesn't really mean much because I was in a slow heat. But my time is actually 2:08. Well, you can't really see it there, but my time is 2:08. So I actually swam 1:04. This is a diving where they actually have kids practicing diving. I love this little kid. Watch this guy. He's awesome. He's like, I don't really want to go. By the way, I realized that my camera is terribly blurry, and I really need a new camera. So, sorry about that. I'm going to work on getting one. One that I can actually take pictures with, too. Actually take real video. But, yeah! So here's the results from that 200 race. And, of course, it's by, you have to look at your division, which is both by sex and age. And so as we come down, 100 yard, 200 yard freestyle. That's the one I did. Event number 4. Men, 18-24, 25-29, 30-34, 35-39, 40-44. First place! Woohoo! So I actually took first in that. Now, granted, you can see there was only 2 other guys I was racing against, but at least I was first. So now we are. This is actually Tom right here, the coach. Carew, I hope you swim well. He's a really good guy. He's 22 and he coaches the Rochester Masters.
I can see up your nose.
Yes. In Rochester, and as well as he coaches the youth. Hey guys, I'm taping something. As well as he coaches the youth swim team in Rochester as well. So now this is the start of the 500, which is I really was looking forward to this.
You look happy.
Actually, really looking forward to it. And Tom told me I had put in that I was going to do it in like
What
6.
What do you think the zoom is?
I think I said 6:40 is the time that I wrote down, and he thought I could do it below 6 minutes. Even though I tend to pooch, I really notice I pooch my gut out a lot. But I don't know why I do that. But I carry a lot of
second half of the 500.
scoliosis or something. Anyway,
He wants to start.
self-conscious about that.
Okay, let's see. Can we get
So I'm in lane 8. Lane 7. We're only swimming 7 lanes. Go Carew! So here's the 500, and it's I didn't tape the whole thing, I don't think, but it's and I gotta tell you, Dan, there's nothing cooler. Marshall, don't. There's nothing cooler. Nothing cooler when you dive off that block.
Have a good day.
And you hit that water. So you see the guy at the end in the blue shirt? He's doing the lane counter for me. And I just feel like I'm just hardly even moving. I mean, my first script was 33. I mean, look at the guy's arms on the far side. I'm just...
Drop it like it's hot! Drop it like it's hot!
I mean, I don't know who that is. That's the guy recording it from Rochester. See the guy shaking the board, the counter up and down? That means swim faster, you moron. So I'm supposed to be going faster. And so Tom is on the edge of the pool yelling at me, telling me to turn my arms over. And it's funny because I feel like I'm swimming faster than my arms are barely moving. I mean, it's really funny. It's just like I'm out for a little leisurely swim, and I feel like I'm just hauling butt when I'm in the water, but I'm really not. So I appreciate you watching this show. I'm sorry for making you watch all this swimming, but so there he's shaking it again, saying, "Swim faster, swim faster." But that's something to shoot for. So I ended up with this swim. Like I said, I'd written down 6:40 as my seed time, and I ended up doing it. So let's see. I mean, I'm just dying here. But my split times were 33 seconds on the first 50, which was good. But then I dropped to 37, 38, 37, 38, pretty consistently. And so what I'm on? See, now he turned it upside down, which means really go fast. That means I'm really going too slow. And I just felt like I didn't have anything left, but I really did, because in this last, I guess I have 100 more to go at this point, 150 more to go. But but I feel like I'm moving out, but like I said, it's really deceptive when you're in the pool. I feel and I just feel like I'm struggling, and I'm looking at my board and I'm saying, please let it say 17, because what it does is you count up to 17, and next time you see it, it's orange. And orange means, of course, it's the bell lap, the last lap. And I'm muted. I'm trying. And so anyway, Tom told me, he said, man, I bet you can beat 6 minutes.
Upside down and shake.
Which would be 112.
Upside down and shake.
That would be 112 100s. A minute 12 second 100s. And
I'd ask for a little more kick.
So maybe it's just and I'm just wishing for this thing to end at this point, and I'm just so dead.
Stroke looks good. I want it faster.
I don't know if you can hear this.
He needs a turnover, and he needs a propulsive kick.
Hear the commentary in the background, they're talking about him with more turnover, and Tom can tell I'm in oxygen deprivation right now. And so you can see now I'm breathing every stroke because I'm just running out of air. Now it's orange. And this is where it's like suddenly I got this spurt of energy right after the turn. And listen to what they say.
Yeah, where was that quick the whole time?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty good to show me. Never swam it before. Can't say your first 500 was perfect either.
Mine? And here I come in, it's like, ugh. So the time, you can't see it up there, but it was 6:03, so it was actually 3 seconds away. 6:03.84, 3 seconds away from making 6 minutes, which would have been 112 100s. So now what I did is, because I was with the Rochester group, this is me in the second lane. So second, from the far end, purple cap. And we're swimming a 200 relay, so we all swim 50. But the interesting thing is, watch when we start. Watch my arms, how fast or how slow they're going relative to the guy in the red cap in the far lane. His turnover's a lot more. And watch when we come up. So he actually has a much better turn, and he's up faster, and he actually picks time up on me on the wall. And even though my arms are turning over faster, my legs are kicking, and I'm actually catching up with him. I'm actually catching up the wall. But so watch that now. See the guy Dave jumping in right now? He probably weighs 275. And yet, see how fast he's going. He actually I ended up doing my 50 in 25.8. Or 25.4. He did his in 26.8. I mean, it was incredibly fast. But see how fast his arms are turning over. That's what Tom was talking about. And so here's the guy who was doing the filming, the third guy filming right now. And he actually beats me. As big of a guy as he is, he beats me in that 50, which was rather depressing. But anyway, but what's cool, Dan, I'm going to finish with this while we're finishing, but after this guy goes, watch Tom. Tom is the last leg here. Watch how fast his arms turn. But the great thing about Tom is that, like I said, they coach in Rochester, and he said that I'm welcome to come over and swim with them anytime, and they swim Saturday morning, so I think I'm going to go over there Saturday mornings at 6. Now, I'm going to have to leave at Winona at 5, but I'm going to get over there and be able to swim with them. So at least once a week. But anyway, I'm really jazzed again. I'm excited. Thanks for watching this video. And, as I said, from Winona, we are yours. And we remain yours, my friend. Still dead.